Hello and welcome to the second session on Buckland Farm. Now, as agreed, the only wiggle room I've got is I can allow to get things ready at the start. Then once we're in play, everything has to be from here, and it has to be shown, has to be in the session length. And obviously, we can obviously speed time up and all that type of stuff, obviously, to get rid of this, so we will do that. And then I'm going to go straight into a time lapse, and we're hopefully going to get this field done if the rain stops. Obviously it's the only option we've got really with this corn, because it's gone wrong on the map, and this is the second time I've seen corn do this actually recently. It's not a normal start that I actually do. Oh wow, this is, no, let's give it half hour after as well, just to dry out ish. Right, so then, yes, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side.
was a bit of a monster, it really was. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be one session or two. It was recorded over 3 separate sessions because I went out today. But, yeah, I'm really not sure whether that's going to be classed as, even with the time lapse, whether it might be 1.5 sessions. The Fenton GT, well, this is going to be a patchwork quilt in the morning. It really is. I didn't realise the Fenton is lifting and banging. If you look at that, there's quite a few little dots. Not as bad as it could have been, but I think you'll find this is going to be a patchwork quilt. We'll fix it in the morning. There's nothing we can do about it right now. It's going to be too difficult to see until tomorrow, so yeah. Now, I'm trying to fine-tune this to make it both interesting and also challenging, and I thought it is true what I said. There's got to be incentive, even on this, where you map hop in from one to another, for you to. There's got to be a continuation of the cache. So I thought, now this is sort of like an additional to the rules of engagement, that very first, very small 10-minute video. So if you like, in a way, we can suspend the clock, sort of. Now it's 7:30 July. So really, we're about 28 days into the month. If you don't, if you class the month ending at 12 o'clock at night, and then tomorrow begins, we are 27 days into the month of July, really. That far into this month, that's how long it's taken us to do all of the harvesting. There's a few stones I missed because the cedar stroke planter got there before I could get the stones, but overall I'm quite happy. Yeah, there's some of these are plough marks, but most of those are stones. In fact, yeah, you can see the difference. The really red stones, and then there's these little plough marks. They're slightly lesser red. That one, and that one, that one, that one, and that one. They're all like little tiny mulch that didn't quite do it right. Little tiny bits and bobs. And these ones on the edge are definitely that kind of stuff. I thought I'd done all of that. I must have missed a bit there. We'll have to catch that tomorrow as well. You can see what was mulched, and there's some bits that were missed. I don't know why it would not mulch them, but yeah, anyway, it is what it is. It is a much bigger field than I actually thought. We're still down to 101,510. I am so pleased that we've got the fluffy mods. That is a massive, I love this. It is amazing to be able to get that on the very first map, and to take this lot through. The equipment already has taken shape. That is obviously, this is going to be what we go from one map to another. Now, of course, we can replace if something gets. I mean, this is small, but it came at the right time. I like it. It is my favourite small planter stroke seeder. The multi-fruit version of this as well. Did we buy that brand new? I think we did, didn't we? Oh, did that? I know. Did it appear in the sales? I know there was another one as well that was just the planter version of this. So I can't remember if this one we did buy brand new, because we were stuck at that, because it was. This has been a bit of a monster session. We did very well with the chaff. There's a lot of silage already, actually, because it's been such a long day. It really has almost half done a lot of the silage. A lot of stones as well. Yeah. Oh, the other thing is we've just put some of our own solid fertilizer in. We need to grab some of that. Yeah, the fence. I had to get that out. Let's go grab. Yeah, because we do want. Yeah, but also I need to get a repair point. I'm going to grab one of the. I thought I'd already got it. I thought I brought it down, and then I looked in the tools, as you will have seen, and could see that I hadn't got it. So that this needs repairing. Let's grab a little bit of. This is going to fill quickly, unfortunately. Do we stick? Yeah. So I mean, to be honest, the Fent. I bought the Fent on purpose, because it is a cracking. It is amazing for fertilising and spraying and fertilising lime, and for the fact that it's got the additional thing, as well as you can put the front 3-foot link on as well. So it's a really good. It's not powerful, but it is a really quite a niche thing. Now we want that. It's a bit of a niche thing, but it is a fantastic niche thing that really is probably, well, one of the best in the game for that type of thing. So yeah, I thought I'd again add it to the team early on. So we're up to 4 tractors now. 1, 2, 3. 1 forage harvester, small, admittedly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another vehicle. We've got the. Yeah, I wanted to bring that into my tactics. So this is not really part of our session in a way, but it will be tacked onto. But this is more like, again, an addendum to the rules of engagement. Because I was trying to think, I was thinking, what incentive is to me personally as a player, and also to try to keep everyone interested? Because there's got to be a continuation between the maps, as in, so I said about 500 grand would bring 50,000. I thought, well, why don't you do it a little bit simpler than that? If you say for every 100,000, it's 10 grand. So the incentive is, some maps, we can't take the money with us, but we can sort of take a bonus, as in, like, for every 100 grand, we can take 10 grand to the start money of the 200,000 that I said that we could take on each map. So we're going to give away 100,000 of the 300 grand start from scratch money, because we're taking the equipment from map to map. But we can get a bonus start if for every, so if we got 1 million, we could obviously take quite a lot of cash with us to the next map. Yeah, basically, so 10% of the 1 million. So yeah, you could take quite a lot of cash, but we're talking you need millions to actually take a little bit of cash with you. So the main thing is, obviously, we will hopefully get I'm not being nasty, but with the pro baler, that was an absolute. And then of course we've also got the pro. Yeah, I mean, we really did well with these. Oh, I'd forgotten we've got the original cedar as well, haven't we? Why did I not remember the Terrasem? I knew I'd got that. That would have been an awful lot quicker. So we must have got that in the sales. We must have done. Yeah, 13 months. Yes, we did. Right, smashing. So that... Oh, no, we haven't sped time up. Apart from to get the corn to grow, which was really strange. Right, so we have got 2 telehandlers, one that is ours and one that's the shop's, to go sort of forward. So I'm chuffed about that. Yeah, we've got the pro version of the bale loader. That's the one that does it upright. Yeah, the Stack Pro, which does it upright rather than the one that goes lengthways. And then obviously the TPS is just really normally for grabbing stuff from the shop. But we've then got the Pro baler. That needs repairing as well. It's damaged at the minute quite badly. But windrower stroke baler, so quite amazing, really. It's so fantastic. I'm well chuffed at the drops we have got already. Even just taking this little lot with us from each map to map is such a real good. I would have liked to have bought the bigger stone picker, either the Mack Trucker one or even the Black Sheep Modded 9.5 meter one. Either or. Mack Trucker preferably, because it allows you to speed thrash your field and get the stone off quickly and turn it around if you're going to use the plough, which of course we've got to take from map to map. So cracking I mean, I was well chuffed that the Axion dropped. Again, it can go up to 300 odd horsepower. This is not the Orion that I like, the normal 205. This is that's the lowest end that the Axion goes to. So that, again, we've got that one that is 300 horsepower, and then of course we've got the 348, I think it is. Yeah, 348 horsepower JCB. So nothing really high end, but nevertheless, there's not a lot these can't do really. And then of course we've got the small forage harvester. This is a cracker. We're going to use this a lot. Again, I've got a box clever, and also I thought whatever start I do, if I start arable, we're just going to split it into arable or grass. If I do an arable start, which we did this time, I can't do an arable start next time. It's got to be grass or something different. Whether you do arable and grass, because I think they're probably the only 2 starts you're likely to do on this type of thing. So if I've done an arable start this time, I can't repeat it on the next map. I've got to go to another one. I don't know whether to do that slightly different crop or whether that's not quite. Yeah, I mean, because corn's quite obviously I jumped at this. I thought this would be the best way to make money quickly, because of how much you get off this. The field took me by surprise. It was a much bigger field than I actually thought it was. This is a large map. Got to be honest, I have never known how far away we are from that road. Is a monster. We really are. Oh yeah, I didn't choose my field very well on that. I've got to be honest, because I didn't realise how long it would take me to get from the shop to down here. Yeah, that was a massive, massive disadvantage. Obviously, because I've said I'm allowed to do what I like at the beginning of a session, but once we're in a session, it's got to be, you got to drive up to the shop and down again. There's no store deliveries I've not discussed, but I would like a really similar. I don't mind doing store deliveries. I sort of caught myself out because I did a store delivery to start the session off, just to drop things down. Saves me time off camera. Yeah, I will not do it on camera. But off camera, the prep side of it, obviously I did do that. And then obviously it was obvious because the Pro Baler we bought and it had popped here. So that was why that actually did that. But once in session, again, unless I get caught out by me forgetting to reset that, during a session we will go up to the shop. Once the session's in play, again, I would like your input on this. If you think there's anything needs tweaking, or anything's a little bit soft when it should be hard, or anything that's a bit too hard that should be a little softened, I am all ears, truthfully. Yeah, I'm really sort of quite intrigued about how this is going to sort of like pan out. But I'm trying to tweak it as we go along, thinking, yeah, that could be a bit boring. How can you like make that a little bit better? And I do think to take money gives you incentive to work hard on the map. Yeah, because I'd like obviously to be a benefit of you working hard on the map. Otherwise, you like just flitting from map to map. Now, obviously, the biggest benefit is your tools. But what happens if because this has gone really well, there's very little. I mean, I don't mean this is a cracker. It really is. And then we've got the forage harvester. Admittedly, it's a small one, but nevertheless, it can still do forage. That's still not a bad size header. And it can do more than that. I'm hoping it can play nicely with the mower set thing, because then we could use it for mowing. The one that was in the sales. I'm not sure if it will, but we should try it. It is the class fitter as well, so I don't know whether the Jaguar 695 will work with that or whether it won't. But again, we're going to try it. I think it is. We did colour it in the class colours. It's red. So it's got the red, yeah. So I mean, it is. Although it is a fold bar, it can be coloured to anything. So it really is supposed to be that's just its original colours. So I'm hoping it does. It doesn't say it does or it doesn't. It might be too big for us, or we shall see. But I'd like to try it. When that came up, I thought, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Like I say, we are down to 101,510. We've had a few lucky breaks thanks to the map maker, really, with start from scratch having equipment on this. That was a real bonus that I wasn't expecting. I was thinking of trying to do some sort of like a quiz with choices and putting a link on the session so that you can like choose from a set of French maps. It is going to require me to do quite a lot of work. I was hoping that I would just give you the choice, but there's the quizzy type, not quiz. Quizzes are different. Questionnaires, they are sort of thing, is almost all of the free things that you can do online. I can't find anything that will do what I want, where I can give you a choice and you can just write it. And it can be. I was thinking anonymous, because I know some people are shy. I'm naturally shy as well. So yeah, really, if people don't want to put the name to it, I wanted to do a quiz where you can just literally like put your choices down and be anonymous, but sort of still put your choices down. So again, if anyone knows of anything, really, then that too, I'd be really grateful. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this for a few days now, with this posting this session on top of the first one, to give you all time to give me a little bit of feedback. I've got a couple of Let's Plays, the Extreme series, just to finish off, to sort of like to get 7 sessions on a couple of maps before I post those. I'm nearly over this bug, so I'm hoping I can get on with Glenleithan, do a few episodes on Glenleithan and the other on Fox Farms. But once this starts in earnest, once I've got your feedback, I'm going to have to sidestep them. Otherwise, again, that's why I said I didn't want to start the Around the World in 80 days, the countdown, as in the 80 days, until we start in earnest. This is sort of like almost like a pilot, the actual message that I gave you all, and this is like the very first episode. But I'm not starting the Around the World in 80 days ish clock of 80 days until that. But I've got to push everything else aside for me to be able to stand a chance of around the world in 80 days. I mean, it is yeah, not exact, but that's almost 3 months, and I suppose realistically with time, you know, time at work and all the rest of it, probably 3 months is it, and it can still have around the world in 80 days. If I can do it in 80 days, that's cracking. But yeah, the other thing is there's a bit of fluidity on how many maps we're going to go on and all the rest of it. So again, I'm open to your suggestions on this. We've done everything on the field. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we can see that like there's very few stones now. The few red marks are slightly not quite. I thought I'd done that a little bit better. Then the precision farming, perfect nitrogen for grass and perfect pH. So yeah, and there's quite a lot of space there. A bit of space there for production, a bit of space there for production. It narrows very much there. So yeah, that's not so good. Quite a decent headland down here, which is why I've obviously placed it. It widens this touch where we've put our productions here. Yeah, and then it's all right actually. We didn't do with having this strange shaped field. I'm not going to swap it. I'm going to stick to it. Obviously, if we earn a lot of cash, it's up to us how we do this 7 sessions. If I think it's more viable. And yeah, that is, I suppose, another thing, thinking about it, because I was thinking about, well, what incentive is there about fields and stuff like that? And I thought, well, on the very last session, you could do almost like a mini cashing up stage where we sell everything. I mean, these are going to be practically worth it because there's going to be, it could be months or even years, because we can speed time up however we like if we want to make things grow in a session, all of that type of stuff. We can use any kind of game mechanic that's legit and not cheaty to actually make this happen. So if I wanted to buy 3 fields because I can afford it, obviously the length of the sessions is the main thing, an hour. If I bought 5 fields, there's no way I'm going to get around 5 fields in one session unless I've got a massive set of a massive fleet really, and it's still going to take some mechanics. Even Hobo's Hollow, yeah, it was difficult to get around the farm, although not impossible. So again, it's incentive for me to get my act together and get prep done and all the rest of it to make this happen. But yeah, again, I'm open to ears on yourselves on how we handle this. If there's any additional rules that need or any bit of tweaking that you can see that you would make it run better or be a bit more entertaining or a bit more challenging, then yeah, by all means, just please leave a comment. Right, and on that, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.